Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of my 164th Custom Farm Toys series. This one is all about tires. I ordered some tires from Moore's Farm Toys and I got tires for the 9320, the 9770, and the fifth wheel trailer. The first thing I noticed when I unpacked these tires was just how realistic they look compared to the original Ertl tires, and so if you're doing any sort of custom build, I would recommend that one of the first things you do is put new tires on it, because it really does change the way that the equipment will look. The dual tires were really simple to assemble. You simply just push them onto the provided rims. These ones it was a dual rim. In the future, I'm going to play around with doing some single rims, and so that the duals are removable. I'll probably do that maybe on the 4450s or something like that. But I figured this would just be easier for my application, and you'd really never take the duals off of your 9320 anyways, generally. So that's why I decided to go with that. Here I'm putting together the trailer tires. And they had a little bit of extra rubber on them from when they were poured, but that was pretty easy to trim off with a craft knife there. And then the tires just simply pushed right onto the rim, just like the dual tires did. These tires are interesting. I kind of originally wanted to go with more of like a semi-style rim, but the tires would have been too big, and so I found these ones on Moore's Farm Toys, and the pattern of the rim isn't quite as appealing in my opinion. It's pretty realistic, but it's not quite the look I was going for. But size-wise, they definitely fit a lot better than the other ones I was looking at. And they definitely look a lot better than the standard Ertl rims that just kind of push onto the pegs. Here's a comparison on the 9320 of the rims that I purchased from Moore's and the original rims from Ertl and tires. If you look, the front ones are the new ones, and I think they look a lot nicer than the back ones. I'll also be adding wheel weights to the back set. Now the tractor tires and the combine tires needed a 3/32 rod for the axle, and the trailer tires needed a smaller one. So instead of getting a second set of rod, I just drilled the trailer rims out to be 3/32, and that ended up working pretty good. Also, if you've noticed in my other videos, I like using the pin vise there for a lot of the plastic stuff. I feel like it just gives me better control, and with the drill, sometimes you get a little too carried away, and so that works a lot better for the precision work. This is what the tires look like with axles on them. And then the next step was to drill the holes through the trailer frame. And this part was pretty difficult, trying to get the holes lined up where I wanted them to side to side. In the end, I ended up doing a pretty decent job, but if you look real close, you can tell that one of them's in there at a bit of an angle. And here's what the tires look like on the trailer. The trailer's not quite done yet, but the tires definitely add a lot to it. If I were to redo it, I would probably move them forward a little bit. I think they're a little too far back for what it would be in real life, but that's what it looks like with the tractor on it. So all in all, a pretty decent unit. The last thing you'll see here is the tires that I got for the combine. Now this is a little bit of a predicament because the tires are the right size, but the rim should be a 42-inch instead of the 38-inch that I got. And so basically it puts the combine at quite a bit of a tilt. I've been looking into getting different back tires that are a little bit smaller, but I've been having troubles finding the ones I'm looking for. And so my other option is to basically rebuild that front axle area there on the combine to lower it just a little bit to level the combine out a little bit more. But then I feel like it gets the tires a little too far from the body of the combine. You can kind of see there's that big gap there. So my other option would be to lower the steering kit so that it sits further into the body of the combine. But that's what I've got for you for today. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe, share, and check back for more.